Should remain muted throughout the presentation. Second, we are requesting that you put any questions in the chat box function. During the question and answer portion of today's event, we will assure that both speakers will answer those questions at that time. Lastly, this is a recorded event. The recording and the presentations will be available to all attendees after the event. So to get those recordings, please, I'm not giving your email address. Make sure that I have your email address if you want that information. So now we will get started. First, we will start with our agenda. Our agenda for today will begin with the introduction of our director and our outreach staff. Then we will have a mini commercial from our Fair Housing Hotline division. And then we will have the introduction of our guest presenters. First presenter will be from the SHAPE Community Center, and then our second presenter will be from Houston Community College. Then we will come back with questions and answers, and those that want more information about our upcoming events, we will have those events at that time, and then we will bring our final remarks. Now I will introduce to you Ms. Onika Porter to introduce our director and housing staff.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I would first like to introduce our director. His name is Mr. Keith W. Bynum. And I would like to introduce the outreach team. It is myself, Onika Porter. I'm the administrative manager. Latasha Smith, who you just previously heard from. She is our community involvement coordinator. And Dejanay Jones is our community liaison. I would also like to introduce our first guest presenter. Her name is Mrs. Chandra Muhammad. She's from the SHAPE Community Center.
Thank you. And I'm going to try to share my screen. So, and let me know if y'all have any problems hearing me. I know I was having problems with the sound a little earlier.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Okay, great. Okay, can you see the PowerPoint now?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Okay, I'm Chandra Muhammad, and I'm the Deputy Executive Director at SHAPE Community Center. Some of your names look familiar, so I believe that a lot of you are probably already familiar with SHAPE. We have been in the community since 1969. That means this year we're celebrating our 55th anniversary. Our first event is actually this Saturday, and we'll be doing a review of SHAPE's history at a brunch at the center. SHAPE was started initially as a free breakfast program. We had a lot of people in the community who were concerned about the children in the community getting to school safely. And so they got together and decided to walk the children to school, making sure that they had safety along their route.
There's no, what can they say, built. So I have to now copy all of these.
Pardon me?
I'm sorry, that was a guest join that wasn't muted.
Okay. So as they spent time with the children each day, they learned that the children were going to school hungry, and they started a free breakfast program. From doing the free breakfast program, they learned that the children were coming from families that were suffering. And so that's how SHAPE became a family center, and our focus is on strengthening families to strengthen the community and the nation. So Many of you have come and volunteered with us. We've served over 50,000 volunteers in these last few decades and getting new volunteers every week. We have a lot of people that support the community, that want to lend their time, their services, and we truly appreciate all of our volunteers because we could not do it without all of you. Some of our programs and activities, they're changing all the time because we adapt to the community's needs. We still have our youth programs, our after-school enrichment program, which is Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. We have a summer enrichment program as well, and that is an 8 to 10 week summer class. We've divided it into 2 sections now, so it's usually 2 4-week periods. We were getting so many children who wanted to participate that we would have a waiting list as long as our enrollment. So we split it up into 2 sections so that we could serve more students. In surveying the parents who were participating, we learned that so many people in the community were looking for cultural education for their children. So much of it has been removed from the schools, and the parents can do what they can at home, but they wanted a safe cultural space for their children to be able to learn about their history and develop that sense of belonging that comes from knowing your culture. And so we continue to serve in that respect. Every year we do a freedom tour at the end of the summer, and that is a bus tour across the Deep South, visiting important civil rights monuments and teaching the children about the civil rights movement. We'll be going again this year in August, celebrating our 30th Freedom Tour. And we're hoping to hit 7 states this year. So we want to do 7 days and 7 states. It's an exciting time. The children learn so much. They are deeply impacted because they're retracing a lot of the steps of the civil rights movement, like they're crossing the Edmund Pettus Bridge. They're learning about Bloody Sunday. They're learning about the role that children played in the civil rights movement. And so it's always a really heartfelt time, and they always need time to process all of that information afterwards, because again, a lot of this information is not being shared with them in school. And you know, that's just getting worse and worse each year. Our volunteer program, we have an incubator kitchen program. So if you've ever come by and had lunch with us, then you know you may see different operators in the kitchen, in the cafe. And people rent out that space at a really low cost so that they have little overhead and have an opportunity to build their own restaurant businesses. So while they're with us, they're learning the business, they're building up their clientele and honing their skills. And the goal is for them to be able to move out into their own restaurant facility. Right now, we currently have Kale's Kitchen on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and that is a vegan kitchen. So if you're vegan and you're looking for somewhere with good food, definitely come by on a Wednesday or Thursday. Fridays and Saturdays, we have Nedra's In Shape Cafe, and that is some good Southern comfort food. It's also healthy, but not all vegan. And we just added a new operator on Mondays, and it's the Baker's Man, and he has the most delicious desserts and cakes. So I'm really excited to have him in there, but it's also pretty dangerous. He has this Blondie caramel bundt cake that everybody just flocks to every Monday, and it has not been good for us. We also host a lot of the cultural events for the city, like the Pan-African Cultural Festival that is every year in May. And then we also have the International Food Festival, which is every year in April. We won't have the food festival this year because we'll be preparing for our Founders Day in June. some of the highlights from our after-school enrichment program and why it's so important that we continue to do this is because it does impact the children's careers for the future. It impacts their lives, boosts academic performance, it promotes health and fitness, reduces risky behaviors, provides cultural safety. The children spend less screen time on their phones and apps and games when they're spending time with us because we take them outside. They garden. They just did their first harvest and they had enough vegetables that they grew to share with other people in the community. And so they get excited getting a chance to see foods that they usually get in the grocery store that they grow with their own hands. One of our newer programs is Community Love, and this stands for Lifting Up Our Vulnerable. It's a meal and resource program. It's for people experiencing homelessness and food insecurity. Homelessness numbers have been dropping, but we're seeing that mostly with unsheltered homeless. We're still experiencing a number of families that go through homelessness because of evictions. So a lot of families suffered because of the pandemic and never fully recovered from that financially. So rents are skyrocketing, salaries are not keeping pace, and we're having people who are losing their stability through housing. In our last cohort of students for December during the holiday, out of about 25 students, we had 4 families that were experiencing homelessness. So these are families with children. Most of them were already working, but they could not keep up with the rents. And so we made it our first port of goal to help stabilize those families. It's something where we all really do have to pull together to make sure that we're serving the people. So with this program, people are able to come in. We rent space at the hotel that's next to us so that they can get hot showers. They get clean clothing, hot dine-in meals. They sit there with us in the cafe and we all talk and eat together. We get a chance to learn about the community, learn their situations, and hopefully find services that we can refer them to help improve their lives. Back on our cultural programming, our Pan-African Cultural Festival, this is one of our stilt walkers that performed last year. And if you've never seen them, that's just an amazing sight. They're so talented. We have our Elders Institute of Wisdom, one of the foundations of SHAPE, just sharing the importance of the transfer of information and honoring our elders and their place in our society and our culture. We also host the Kwanzaa celebrations for the city every year from December 26th through January 1st. We work in cohort with other organizations, and each night of Kwanzaa is celebrated and hosted by a different organization. And this year we added the art show because the arts and culture are so important to our community. SHAPE is a cultural center, and we have a responsibility to pass on the culture and to create space for new artists to be able to share in that. Again, the Freedom Tour, we will be celebrating. If you want to join us, let us know. We're making it a big tour this year, hoping to take at least 2 buses. And that's all I have. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to reach out. Follow us on social media. We're always posting the events that we have upcoming on there. And then you can also go on our website, www.shape.org, and sign up for our email list.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Muhammad, for that great information. Now we're going to move on to our next presenter, Mr. Joseph Sam. He is from HCC. He is the director. He is going to come and talk to you about the different programs that they are offering. Definitely want for you all to know about the different programs that are free that you need to know about. So now I want to give this over to Mr. Joseph Sam.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I want to thank everyone for joining us this morning as well. Before we get into the presentation, I wanted to introduce our Central Campus President, Dr. Mudassir Siddiqui, to come on and say a few words about HCC Central South Campus, which is the campuses that we service here and the communities that we service right here in our area. So Dr. Siddiqui, if you want to open your mic, I'm going to give you the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So first of all, good morning all, and thanks for your invitation to talk about some of the programs and services that we offer at Houston Community College. My name is Mudassir Siddiqui, and it is a distinct pleasure to be part of this wonderful webinar. I hope you all have an eventful 2024 Black History Month. Black History Month is a time to honor the contributions and achievement of Black Americans throughout the history. It is also a time to reflect on ongoing struggle for social justice, equity, and other things. As the president of Central College and including the Sunnyside South Campus, and our responsibility, my responsibility with my team is to offer educational programs for all ages, for people of all ages, our residents from all different backgrounds, and prepare them for employment and civic knowledge. You know that education is a very powerful tool to learn about your rights and also contribute to the economy for social mobility. We strongly believe in that. Over the period of last, I would say 3 years, we have introduced so many programs at our Sunnyside campus. Currently, we have 96 senior citizens taking different classes, including computer classes, and they are very happy on the outcome of their experience at our South Campus, located at Sunnyside. We have construction programs, we have welding program, we have academic programs, and there are short-term programs too, program that can last 2 weeks, a month. So it's not like you have to stay for the program for 2 years. Variety of programs, a lot of scholarship, tuition waiver for in many cases. So I would encourage our community, my community, to please take advantage of this huge asset in the Sunnyside in the form of South Campus, and take classes. Just come to our library, our computer resources. They are for you. They are based on your tax dollar, so you own them. So please listen to the wonderful presentation that my colleague, Mr. Joe Sam, put together for you. And if you have any question, please let us know. We are here to serve this community. That's our goal, and that's our mission. Thanks again for including me in this webinar. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you again, Dr. Siddiqui, and thank you again for mentioning Black History Month, which is my favorite month of the year to celebrate, because yes, as Dr. Siddiqui mentioned, there are so many historical figures and current members in our community here in Houston and throughout the country that are doing so many positive and great things for this country, and they continue to do positive and great things for their community. And that's exactly what we're doing here with Houston Community College. So yeah, the presentation won't take long at all. Again, I'm just really glad that our president was able to join us today to give you guys a brief introduction of Houston Community College. It won't take too long, so I'm just want to go through one of the programs that we really are highlighting right now because it is a free program and it's being offered right now to those senior citizens in our community that are in the South area, that South Campus area, in the Sunnyside area. And those programs are open to you, where we have grants and scholarships available right now so that you can continue your learning and continue navigating within the 2024 realm that we're in, and then continuing to lead into 2025 and 2026. The technology is only going to advance. We want to make sure that everyone is prepared, including our senior citizens. So just to talk about the free senior courses here at HCC South Campus, if you take a look here, I have a link that shows you guys where our campus is located at. And if you just click on it, I'm going to just click on this link right here. When you follow this link, it's going to take you guys to a website, and that website is going to show you guys exactly what the area looks like. I'm going to see if I can show you really quickly. There we go. So when you click on that website, it's going to take you here to the campus, and all you have to do is click on the press button here. And what you're going to see is you can take a virtual tour of our South Campus. So you can see just how beautiful that campus is of our workforce development building. As you can see here, this is our president that you just finished hearing from, Dr. Siddiqui. And as I just mentioned, technology is advancing. So you don't even have to go to the campus physically. You can visit it virtually and just scroll through the entire campus and see what's going on here. As you heard Dr. Siddiqui mention, we have our workforce area programs here where you will see the construction, the welding, logistics, all of those classrooms are in here. And we have fully stocked computers ready for everybody just to come and learn. You can see an editing program that's on this one right here. So a lot of different things are here at the South Campus for you to take part in. So please visit the website, take a look at our virtual tour of our South Campus. Going back into the PowerPoint, we're talking about the senior courses that are offered there at the South Campus. So taking a look at those senior programs, if you are 65 years or older, we are waiving fees for up to 6 credit hours per semester. And that's huge for credit hours because, as you know, it's really expensive going to a 4-year university and getting this 6 credit hours. You pay thousands of dollars to do that within any program of interest. So this is a program where we're offering for seniors 65 or older where you get it for absolutely free. All you have to do is just sign up, register for the classes, and we're going to make sure that you're taken care of. The residents that are between 55 and 65, you get 50% off the entire tuition. And this applies to all of the programs that we offer at HCC, including the academic and workforce courses. That 50% applies to those courses. And if those students are not filling up those classes, there's regular students that are coming in that are paying full prices, and we have space available for the seniors 55 to 65, you will be given a seat within that classroom. Taking a look at the next slide, the requirements, as you can see, are here. There's not many requirements at all. You just have to be a Texas resident or non-resident who are 65 years at the start of the learning term. Then going into it, you'll be enrolled into semester credit hour academic courses only, as we mentioned, and receiving continuation of the discount, students must receive a grade point average of a 2.0. And if you know, that is not hard to achieve within school. All you have to really do is show up, listen, learn, do the work, and you will receive the grade point average that you're looking for. They also have the requirements down here for those seniors that are 55 to 65. If anyone that you guys know are interested, or if you're interested, you can take a look at that. And it's basically around the same type of requirements for those seniors that are 65 years older. Taking a look at the schedule at a glance, you can see some of the courses that we offer here. Wednesdays, we offer Spanish from 9 to 12. Right now, we have 17 seniors in that classroom. Thursday, we offer beginning keyboarding, which is essential. A lot of our seniors don't know how to use the laptop. They don't know how to use the computers. They haven't really been shown how to type up a letter as quick as most of these Generation Zers are. So, of course, that class is open for seniors. We have 50 seniors, as you can see, is a very popular class currently in that classroom. On Thursday, computer application, that's from noon to 2 p.m. And again, 50 seniors within that classroom is teaching you all the different applications like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. You get to learn all of these different features and really advance your education within this here. There's also courses that we offer where they're showing you how to operate your cell phones. A lot of these smartphones come with a lot of technology now, and they're really efficient when using within 2024 and moving into the next couple of years, decades. So learning how to use these applications are really, really important for our senior population and senior community. We want to make sure that we don't leave them behind. Here are a couple of other workshops that we offer within the HCC system to our seniors, and not just to the seniors, but to the youth as well. So if you are younger than 50 years old, you can take part in these courses as well. We have personal development and enrichment. We have health and wellness, computer skills and digital learning, career and job searching skills. We offer Spanish classes for those of you who want to become dual language. We offer those Spanish classes as well that are absolutely free. There's recreation and then consumer awareness. So those are workshops that we offer aside from the courses that you can also take part in. And just to wrap it up, if you're looking for information on how to enroll, this is our website here, www.hccs.edu. You can enroll on our website, or you can enroll in person at our 1300 Holman Street campus. We're here to help, we're here to service, and we are really, really interested in bringing in more students to the campus and offering these free programs that we receive grants and scholarships for. So the only way that we're able to apply those grants and scholarships to show those business companies that we're working with and different organizations that are providing these grants that we are utilizing them is getting out and letting people know about these programs, letting people know about the grants and the scholarships. So I really, really thank Sunnyside organization here for letting us come on and present. Last but not least, if you are looking to come in person, we do have an upcoming event in March. So if you want to take out your calendars and mark that, I will be sharing this flyer within the chat as well for those of you guys who are interested. This is going to be our World of Work, our open house that is happening at HCC South Campus. And at this workshop, we're going to be showing everyone about construction, welding, and logistics programs that we have here. You'll be able to speak with those instructors face-to-face, learn more about the programs and what it takes, the requirements, how long it takes to finish these programs. And then keep in mind, these are jobs to where after you finish the program, you can go right into work and make between $45,000 to $75,000 as a beginner within these courses. So that's very significant for those that are looking for work, that are trying to get into the field but don't have the education. These are courses that we have grants and scholarships for, where you can take them for, if not free, for a very low cost and get into the field of work that you're looking to get into. So again, this is going to be happening Wednesday, March 20th at 9 a.m. There will be food that's going to be provided at this event. Again, it's happening at our HCC South Campus at 1990 Airport Boulevard in Houston. And if you guys are looking to register, you can go ahead and just email me at joseph.sam@hccs.edu. So again, I wanted to make sure I kept the presentation short, but give you guys as much information as possible with this program that we have going on at South Campus. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the sharing of this. And if there was any questions, I'm very, very happy and excited to answer those questions, whether in the chat or through email. Thank you again.
Well, thank you so much for that, Mr. Joseph. Do we have any questions? I think I have one question that is in the chat, and that is from Ms. Brock. This is for Ms. Muhammad. How can we get a copy of the program and activities and services that you all provide?
You can go, excuse me, you can go on our website, www.shape.org, and we do have a calendar on there. We get information out much more quickly, though, if you follow us on social media, on our Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, not as much on Twitter, but if you go on Facebook, we definitely update that regularly and throughout the day.
Right. Ms. Muhammad, with that also the presentation that you have, that information is in the presentation, so they will get the presentation as well. So if you don't want to go to the internet, or you're not a little savvy, you need to take that class from Mr. Joseph, and then you can get on the internet as soon as you can, but you will have access to that email with the information provided. Okay. I don't think we have any other questions. Hold on, I think I have one. For HCC, do you have to be a resident of Harris County or any Texas county for seniors?
Thank you for that question. No, you don't have to be a resident of Harris County. So we have HCC campuses located all throughout Houston. So if you're not looking to, if you're a resident that's not close to the Central Campus or the South Campus, there are campuses that are outside in different areas. For that senior program that we just spoke about, though, that specifically is going to be held at the South Campus. So, and you don't, as we mentioned as well, you don't have to be a resident to apply for those classes and those courses. A lot of those courses are also offered online as well. So if you're looking to become a student, we do offer several online courses and programs that you can take part in that you don't have to be a resident for or drive to the actual physical campus to take part in those programs.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Joseph. I don't think we have any other questions in the chat. However, if anyone have a question right now, you can release your audio and ask those questions at this time.
I didn't have a question, but I did have a comment for Ms. Muhammad. I just wanted to say that I did participate at the Pan-African Cultural Festival last year, and it was absolutely amazing. There was the stilt walkers you mentioned. She was incredible. I didn't know how she was doing all those twists and turns in that dress on stilts, but she got it done.
Yes, she was amazing. And I did want to make a comment also. HCC is one of our partners. In our youth program, we have a CAD and CD printing class. So we have children as young as 5 who are taking CAD classes and printing designs with the 3D printer. And our teachers for the class are work study students through HCC. In our last group, we had 2 students from HCC who had also participated in the youth programs at SHAPE when they were younger. So it just kind of came full circle. And then one of the students, as soon as they graduated, they were hired by an engineering firm, making over $50,000 a year, like immediately. So it's a sustainable education model that benefits the children at a young age. We're starting to bring in high school students, and we've partnered with organizations like NSBE so that they can get scholarships to go into engineering programs at HCC, and then they come right back to SHAPE and teach to the children.
That is awesome. That is a testimony in itself. So that is, Mr. Joseph, you had a question?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the wrong button. I was trying to find the hand clap button. Looks like I might need to take the class too.
Yeah. Well, that is definitely awesome. I am so happy to be a part of bringing this information to you all. The city of Houston, our Lunch and Learns, that is what it is for, to make you aware of the different things that's out there for not only for individual, but for the family, for the community, because the more we engage, the more it helps the family and the community. So thank you for that. We're going to move on to our upcoming events. I'm going to try to do this real quick. Here we go. All right. So our upcoming events, the first one that we have, which will come up next week on February the 22nd, we have a empowerment workshop called Building Communities and Strengthening Families. We will have that on February the 22nd at 6 p.m. The topic is mentoring impact. Our guest presenter will be the Chauncey Glover Project. It is a awesome group and mentorship. So if you want to know more about that and more about opportunities for your young men, please stay tuned to that. You can register for that. Also, if you are looking to become a homeowner, we have a program just for you. We have a program called 360 Road to Home Ownership. And that will be our first class. It is 4 workshops in one series. Our first workshop would be February 28th at 6 p.m. The topic for that particular workshop is Credit 101. We need to get that credit together so that you can be the homeowner that you need to be for you and your family. Our guest presenter will be Sherry Young. She is with Credit Coalition. You do not want to miss that class. That is an awesome class and it's always packed. So I look forward to seeing your faces, or if you want to share this information, you're more than welcome to share the information. We want to pack out these classes and workshops. Definitely, if you have any information or any additional questions, you can put it in the chat, as well as you can send me an email and I will definitely get those questions to the appropriate individuals. So now I'm going to bring back to you my manager, Miss Onika Porter, to give us our final remarks. And once again, I thank you for attending.
Thank you, Latasha. I want to thank everyone for attending today, taking in this wealth of information. First and foremost, there are so many things that the Shape Center offer that I encourage everyone to go and participate in, as well as um, HCC. Those classes are amazing. When we spoke, I got excited about the classes being available. So listen, I've already encouraged my own mother to go and take the classes. So I definitely encourage everyone to take advantage of what is being offered, because there are so many great things out there that are being offered. I want to thank our guest speakers. You guys were amazing. We would love to have you back at any time at any of our events. So we really encourage to get this information out to the communities that we serve. Thank you, Latasha, for always being such a great host when these events come up. She's the best, isn't she? Yes, we love her. So I want to thank everyone for joining us. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a great weekend.
All right. Happy Black History Month.